My name is Matthew Murray. I'm a police officer with the Milwaukee Police Department. I was fortunate and blessed to be a partner with Matthew Rittner for several years. During this time of riding together in a squad car for 8 hours plus, day after day, night after night, you develop a bond that is very difficult to really put into words. For most of the veteran officers here in this room today, you know exactly what I'm talking about. For you younger officers, I hope that someday that you'll be as lucky as I was to have a partner like Matt. As we have just already heard, one of the things about Matt is he loved to do things with a smile and with a laugh. It was always done constantly throughout work to help relieve tension. And of course, as we worked together for as long as we did, we developed nicknames for each other. One of the things that, with me being 7 years older than Matt, what he started referring to me was old man or grandpa. And of course, my nickname for him was son, or more specifically, son. So over the course of time, I got to know what type of a partner and a man and a friend Matt was. And as a partner, an example of this, he was incredibly dedicated. And one night, it was a very cold night. It was about 2:45 a.m. Our shift got done at 3 a.m. We're sitting there in the squad car, and we had the following morning at 9 a.m., we were taking the physical fitness test for the tactical enforcement unit. So we're sitting there just kind of discussing, trying to go home and get some sleep before going in for the test. And we started driving back to the district station. As we're driving, sure enough, we see a car that's speeding towards us with no headlights on. Matt, driving, immediately does a U-turn to go do a traffic stop. This car ends up taking off and flees from us. The driver of the vehicle, he ended up turning and he drove his car down a dead-end street and had no other choice but to park his car, and he got out and ran. So Matt and I, of course, we both jumped out to run after this guy. And in case nobody has ever done this before, when it's very cold like that and you're sitting there, your muscles are cold, and you jump out and you start sprinting in that cold air, it really wreaks havoc on your lungs and your muscles. So here we are, we're chasing after this guy, and after about 2 blocks, we caught him, took him into custody. He was wanted on several warrants, he was driving drunk, and also violating terms of his parole. So here we are, now realizing that we're gonna have several hours worth of paperwork, and there's no way that we're gonna get any sleep. Matt, of course, just turns, he looks at me, starts laughing and says, well, Grandpa's not getting any beauty sleep tonight. I just want to show you, or share with you, I have a very small audio clip of Matt's laugh. Hopefully the microphone will pick it up enough.
It's too cold out here for this.
I'll play that one more time.
It's too cold out here for this.
Now that audio recording wasn't from that night, but it was very fitting. So anyways, fast forward to 9 a.m. Now we're there, take the physical fitness test at Pius High School, running around the field house and the gym there and the track. And it was incredibly dry in there. And after torching our lungs and our muscles during the foot pursuit earlier that night, we're running around the track and we're running together as we're pacing ourselves. We're about halfway through the 1.5 mile run when all of a sudden Matt said to me, I think I'm going to be sick. And he quick darted off to the side of the track and threw up in a garbage can. Of course, he didn't stop running. After throwing up, he continued to run. Not only did he catch up to me, but he ended up passing me and beat me in the test. That was just his level of dedication. Another example of what a great partner he was, it was his level of tenacity. It was another night, about 2:30 in the morning. Once again, our shift was getting done at 3 a.m. We're sitting there parked on the side of this road and just waiting till our shift got over with. As we're sitting there, all of a sudden we heard several gunshots ring out. As we're in the car, we couldn't tell exactly where these shots came from, but all of a sudden we looked up and there's a car driving towards us. And the odd thing about it was this car was actually driving down the sidewalk. And it continued to drive right at us. And at this point, Matt, who's in the driver's seat, puts the car into drive and tries to get away from, move away from this car. And the car ended up ramming our squad car. So Matt and I, we both jump out. We see that this car is riddled with bullet holes. And there's one occupant in the car, and this woman had just been shot. She yelled, or basically told us, the guy who shot her is in a silver car back down the block. So I stayed there with the woman, and Matt, without a moment's hesitation, jumped in our squad car and drove after this car. Upon seeing the squad car, the suspect in the car ended up driving off, and Matt gets into a high-speed vehicle pursuit with this guy, knowing that he's armed with a firearm and he just shot one person. So lo and behold, the pursuit goes on, lasts several miles, and eventually the driver ended up stopping, and Matt took the suspect into custody. But that's just kind of the tenacious officer that he was. You just shot somebody on my shift, not on my watch. You're not getting away with it. As an example of what type of man he was, another officer on our shift had suffered a family member had passed away in a tragic incident. This officer was also a big sports fan, and football fan in particular, and a Chicago Bears fan. I know what you're all thinking. Despite the fact he was a Chicago Bears fan, we still accepted him. So anyways, Matt took it upon himself. He said to me, we should get him a Bears jersey. So he went around and started collecting money from other officers on our shift and bought the Chicago Bears jersey for him, just in an attempt to ease his pain a little bit, just to let our colleague know that we all cared about him. That was just the type of man he was. The type of friend he was absolutely incredible as well. In the summer of 2018, I was injured in the line of duty. I ended up in the hospital for several days, and I had to have surgery. Who came to visit me? But of course, Matt, Caroline, and Kent. So I'm there, laying there in the hospital bed. My brother's there, my wife, and Matt, Caroline, and Kent came in, and it was just kind of a tense moment. And as Matt could see the anguish on my face, just trying to get through what I was dealing with, when all of a sudden he picks up Kent, and Kent starts crawling all over him like a jungle gym. And Matt just starts tickling him, and Matt's laughing as well, and Kent just erupts with that giggling little laughter that can only be brought on by a daddy playing with, or the little boy playing with his daddy. It was all done in an attempt to help ease my pain. Matt was an absolutely incredible friend, a great man, and a great partner. Son, you'll be forever missed.